I'm not gonna lie, I think everybody wants to be social. Like, just to be that dude who could talk to anyone and people will listen and just be him. But then there's social anxiety, which beats this dream out of you and ruins everything. But let me tell you, everyone feels it. The difference is that some people understand it and others don't. You see, back when we had saber-tooth tigers and dinosaurs and shit, humans relied on groups for survival since it provided safety and opportunities and access to more resources. And everyone knew if they got kicked out the squad, they get absolutely cooked by a Tasmanian tiger or a fucking sea cow. Like, what does that even look like? Oh hell nah. So, because we knew we would never be making it on our own, we got pretty careful of what we did and said around people, so we wouldn't risk them turning up against us. And even though there's no more Tasmanian tigers or fucking Pyrenean ibexes to get killed by if we lose some friends, we still get that same feeling. And that feeling sucks. But in this video, I'll show you how in the next 30 days you can easily get rid of that and start up conversations with anyone, even if just saying hi to someone feels like the end of the world. All you gotta do is listen up and watch till the end. So, the point of my little caveman story was to make you realize that everyone feels the social anxiety you do, and that's the first thing you need to understand. Everyone has it, some people are just at different levels. How do I get to a higher level? Good question. Step 1. Active listening. There's a difference between listening to respond and listening to actually understand the person you're talking to. When you listen just for the sake of responding, the conversation is pretty much dead already. I mean, you start thinking about a response when the dude is only halfway through their sentence, and you end up getting in a situation like this. Yeah, so when I was a kid, my mom used to be the best cook ever. She just made so good meals. Yeah, I'll just say, all moms make good food. I wish she was still alive, man. Yeah, you know, all moms are good cooks. What? Yeah, you know, she's probably not that special. The fuck, I just told you she's dead. Oh, what the fuck? If you would have listened with the intent to understand the dude, you wouldn't have missed a somewhat important part of the sentence. The most crucial social skill isn't some eye contact ratio trick you use to hypnotize the dude, it's listening. People love talking about themselves, so people rarely listen that well. So when you come and your brain is fully focused on what they're saying, they're going to remember that, and at the same time you're building such a deep connection with the person. Try it out, people love it. Women definitely love it. You need to be there with the person, look at them, nod, smile, do whatever it takes to make them feel heard. If you don't understand something fully, ask questions. Reflect back to confirm you understand and ask some follow-up questions based on that. You can also pause for a moment after they finish speaking and actually think about your response so you don't mumble and throw something that makes no sense. The idea is to listen for 70% and speak for 30%, also known as the 70-30 rule. Being heard is one of the best emotional feelings a person can experience. Your brain releases the same hormone as when you get a big fat paycheck or when you eat your favorite food, and conversely, being unheard just makes you feel like you should never talk to that person anymore. And when people start knowing that you're the guy who listens and not an asshole like everyone else, you're naturally gonna start getting more friends, more girls and whatever, and your life's gonna get better. Also, when you meet some important people, some guys you could really learn things from, you're gonna know how to suck that information in so much better. Like right now, when I'm going to tell you the most important thing you can do if you ever want to have good social skills and develop real relationships. Step 2. Be authentic from the beginning. Now, I could just tell you to be yourself and all that, but you've heard that a million times. The problem is that you most likely haven't realized how accurate that advice actually is. For real, genuine friendships and relationships, you need to be able to be yourself, the real you. You want to have like-minded people around you, and pretending to be someone else may help you fit in temporarily, but it just leads to connections that are shallow. And in my opinion, you're better off alone than having some fake, half-ass friendships. Do not change yourself to make someone like you, ever. That's called being a people pleaser, and that's something you don't want to be. You need to be honest about your preferences and opinions. Like if someone starts talking about how Trump is going to ruin America and destroy women's rights, you can't just agree with that to make them like you. But let's not get into politics. Don't want to start a war with my beautiful subscribers. The point is that you shouldn't be scared to drop some controversial opinions you may have. I mean, think about it. It's the easiest way to filter out the people people you're not so compatible with. Like if some people are talking about a car crash that happened recently, just go out there and yell, "Bet it was a woman," if of course that is your opinion. This way you'll actually be known for having a personality and not just being a thing that talks and walks. Cause you know, if you never have any opinions, what will you be known for? Yeah, he was cool, I guess. Don't really remember much, to be honest. And also, if you're pretending to be someone and you click with someone and you think you're having fun and whatever, it's not really you. You know it. It'll never be authentic. You know it deep down. You can't force your natural self out. You need to let it out. You see, a lot of your energy goes into hiding your anxiety or thinking about how you sound or look or whatever. And that lack of energy is what's making you, you know, mess up. If you just stopped pleasing people and focused on being the real you, as a natural byproduct, you would feel less stressed, less worried, and your mind would be at peace. You'll be able to control your energy and willpower rather than your own mind constantly using it against you. And that is the only way you will become a social natural again. Yeah, again, everyone is a social natural. It's just that during your lifespan you have buried it inside you. Like, just think about yourself as a kid. You were way more social, but you started to care about opinions and what people think of me. And that social natural you were, it's no longer there. Step 3. Talk to people. No way, I have to actually talk to people to become social. Oh my god, I never knew. Shut up. The truth is, you need to be talking to people. More people you naturally would. Random people. It's the only way. There's no book or video, except this video. It's pretty good, right? Right? Because if you watch a 10-minute YouTube video on how to get good at playing the piano, are you gonna get good at piano? No, of course not. How would a 10-minute video teach me the whole piano? What the fuck? Start really, really small. Start with just smiling and making eye contact. And not like the creepy way, you know, don't go staring and smiling at girls at the gym or something like that. And once you're comfortable with that, start saying hi. Just a simple hi. Nothing more, nothing less. Once that feels natural, level up to a "Hey, how you doing?" And use the active listening skill I taught you, coupled with being your natural self, and ask some follow-up questions which can't be answered with a simple yes or no. And you'll be making so many friends you can't even fathom. Also, complimenting people works wonders. Think of the last time you received a compliment. Compliment. Last time. Got it. How did it make you feel? That shit will have you smiling for weeks. So go out there and give someone one, because everyone has something you could compliment. Now, if you never really know what to talk about, just use contextual topics. For example, at a coffee shop. Do you come here often? Any drink recommendations? Or at the gym? My guy, you're looking shredded as fuck. How often do you come here? Or at work? How's your day going so far? Now, small talk is a two-way street. After you ask a question, share a bit about yourself to keep the flow going. So, you like coming to this park? I mean, it's alright. Yeah, I once got robbed under that tree. Oh shit, for real? Yeah, it was crazy. These 4 dudes came on me and just started to beat the living shit out of me. And they lived happily ever after. It's easy to talk about topics related to the place you are in, cause you know, there's a reason you both are there. If you're at the gym, you're both most likely interested in health and fitness and stuff like that, so it's easy to talk about it. And that brings us to the final point of this video. Step 4. Talk about what you're into. Everyone has something they could talk about for hours, and when you're talking about something that you love, the social anxiety kind of just vanishes. I have a perfect example of this. So I had this pretty shy dude in my class, and he was just totally in love with fishing. Let's just call him Fish. So Fish had this presentation to do, and that dude was absolutely shaking like 3 days before the big day. He was terrified. So when he got in front of the class, he started off like, hi guys, I'm Fish, and I'll talk about fishing. Voice shaking, knees weak, arms are heavy. But later on, when he started to talk about his, you know, favorite lake and some boats and shit, you could just see his shoulders relax, voice clear up, and you could see the excitement. And closer to the end, my guy was cooking up the most fire speech ever presented in that classroom. All because he was talking about a thing he loved. The moral of the story is that you shouldn't think about what other people find interesting so you could talk to them about it. No, know. Cause when you talk about stuff you're interested in, people are gonna be interested. Your interest makes them interested. Maybe they don't give a solitary fuck about the topic, but you talking in a way full of excitement and life will make people listen. Go try it, it's crazy.